All it takes are a few minutes scrolling through the comments online, reading the news about the recent far-right anti-queer Putinist gains in the European Parliament, or contemplating the hundreds of millions of queer people across the world that still experience daily persecution, to feel as if there's no hope left. But today, we have a recently breaking news story that reminds us that good things still happen, that progress is possible, and that the future does not have to be terrible. Yesterday, on June 21st, 2024, the African country of Namibia decided it was finally time to embrace human rights and common sense by decriminalizing male same-sex relationships and opening the door to future progress on issues of LGBTQ rights in the years to come. As a quick tangent, it is interesting to highlight that this recently overturned law did not apply to women, as women were seen by the dirty little misogynists as being incapable of having sexual desire, lust, or romantic affection for one another. And as ludicrous as this is, I imagine Namibian lesbians were rather glad to be left out of the oppressive legislation, despite still facing immense societal antagonism regardless of the law. Now, one of Namibia's two high courts, particularly the one in Windhoek, the country's capital, was originally expected to hand down a verdict on the matter in the middle of May this year, but it was postponed to just yesterday, when the High Court decided that criminalizing male-gay relationships was unconstitutional and thus invalid. All three judges hearing the case agreed with the verdict, and the following statement was released subsequently. "We are not persuaded that in a democratic society such as ours, it is reasonably justifiable to make an activity criminal just because a segment, maybe a majority of the citizenry, consider it to be unacceptable." This statement from the High Court is especially inspiring, as it highlights the fact that simply because the majority feels one way or another, that has no impact on whether or not a certain thing is right and moral. Persecution of queer people is always evil regardless of public opinion, as morality is not dependent on the opinions of the mob, but rather rooted in unchanging ideals like liberty, personal agency, and human dignity. Queer rights are not up for negotiation, queer people are not criminals for existing, and religion is a personal set of beliefs, not a worldview to be shoved down other people's throats. The masses can oppose us, but right and wrong are not determined by the many, they simply are. I am so grateful that the Namibian court not only ruled in favor of liberty, but also took the time to highlight this important fact. Facts don't care about your feelings, and the fact is that queer people have always existed, always will exist, and that opposing the right of any human to exist freely will always land you on the wrong side of history. So, congratulations to our siblings in Namibia. Keep up the good fight. After releasing a video just this week on the top LGBTQ destinations in Africa for 2024, I am hopeful that one day Namibia will also find itself on the list. And for those interested, I wanted to invite you personally to join the Queer Kingdom and become a part of our quickly growing community here. You can officially become a citizen of the Queer Kingdom here on YouTube for $1 a month, which will help me eventually make this channel my full-time focus, which is something I want to do as soon as possible. You will get access to some cute custom queer emojis and epic crown icons next to your comments on this channel that change and evolve the longer you are a Queer Kingdom citizen. So check the comments to see if you can spot any existing members and their crowns. It was definitely really fun to design. Also, while monthly live streams will be public, they are moved to members-only feed afterwards. Controversial videos covering heavy subjects that are not quite YouTube-friendly are also privately posted for citizens of the kingdom so that we can all stay informed on important issues. And, finally, joining the Queer Kingdom here on YouTube gives you more access to me through private community posts and chats. I greatly look forward to meeting you and working together to create a safe and prosperous world for our people, one step at a time. QK, out.